Hey, what is up? What is up, everybody? It's me, Mike Vanderpool, with the Make It Happen podcast. And I'm here today with Justin Beaudry, doer of cool things here in Toledo and Northwest Ohio. Justin is my partner in crime and a whole bunch of stuff. But today we want to talk specifically about the AI Collective. Had our first kickoff event at the Thomas and Elizabeth Brady Innovation Center at the University of Toledo campus. And I want to follow up with you today to learn a little bit more about the AI Collective Toledo chapter, and what cool things we're going to do here in Northwest Ohio going forward.
Yeah, I'd like to start with the why, right? Like, why be a part of like an international organization like AI Collective? Why in Toledo? And I think the reality is that, you know, we want to bring the AI conversation to Toledo to say, you know, this is what AI can do and this is what AI can't do, and to sort of break the hype, right? And like, that's, I think, the premise with it. And then in terms of what, the AI Collective is an international organization. They have chapters in Los Angeles, Paris, London, South Africa, South America, all over the world. They have these chapters. They have over 70,000 members, and they have a lot. You get a lot of organization pre-built in, right? Like things that they offer right away. And for us here, that lets us bring this conversation with an international organization into Toledo, right? To bring that, bring in manufacturers, healthcare, educators, blue collar folks, hardworking people, just to have conversations about how to use AI. And that's I think what our vision is.
And I think what was really cool was at the event, we had a panel. We had Lewis Lane as the moderator, who is a data professional.
They did a fantastic job with that too.
Dude nailed it.
Yeah.
We had Dr. Chang, who is faculty over at University of Toledo, involved in a whole bunch of other cool stuff. And remind me that
Jessica Bryant, and she's in like effectively a technical leadership in OI.
So manufacturing, represented.
Correct.
And then the artist that we had there, I'm sorry, I can't remember the person's name.
David Ross.
David Ross. There we go. Yeah. Hi, David. No offense. There was just a lot of people that night. It was awesome. Well attended.
And that was my first time meeting him. And what each person brought something unique and different to the table, right? We had like an artist representing like doing, sort of, art for good in a lot of ways, our art for social justice. Then we had, technical leadership from a glass manufacturer, and Dr. Chang with Lewis leading the conversation. It was really great.
And I think that's what I'm really excited about with this is like us as technologists. I think we fit into all of these other places, and these other places, advanced manufacturing, and are doing really well and highly visible here in Northwest Ohio. Like this AI stuff and this AI Collective, it seems to be a place where all have a reason to hang out together, learn from each other, do cool stuff together. So
yeah,
what's going to go on with this Toledo chapter then? What's kind of like the next couple events next year look like?
Yeah, I mean, right now we're still kind of calibrating to turn out what kind of content we want to bring, because there's a lot of developer focused content we can bring very easily to tie in with Toledo Codes and what we're doing there.
And Toledo Codes is near the log line.
Toledo Codes is our meetup and fellowship organization where we talk discrete conversations around tech. We do workshops and that sort of stuff. Our meetups are every third Thursday here at the Toledo Tech.
Very cool, very cool. So thank you.
Yeah, and so what was your actual question?
What's coming up next?
Oh yeah.
So everybody that was there Thursday, great audience, great crowd. Everybody that's kind of seeing this video, seeing all the other posts that are happening, want to get involved. What's happening the rest of this year for you to be involved?
That's right. So we have a few events coming up for AI Collective. October 14th, we're going to host an info session at Toll House in the commission room from 5 to 6 p.m. And that's October 14th. And that's going to be right before Tech Night as well. And we're just going to talk about an upcoming event called Great Lakes AI Week, which we can talk about.
Okay.
And then October 28th, we're going to host the second of those info sessions. Same deal, 5 to 6 p.m. at Toll House in the commission room, where again we're just going to give out information on what you can look forward to at Great Lakes AI Week. And we're also going to be giving away 50% off coupon codes. So it's definitely worth your time. For the event itself.
Yeah, sweet. Right. And big thank you to Will Lucas for the use of Toll House. It's been awesome for empowered AI with the Toledo Tech Night. It's phenomenal, and also this. So thank you, Will, for that.
For sure.
Use of that space.
For sure. Yeah. And
just to clarify, so these info sessions, is it just going to be presentations or like light presentations on what's happening, Q&A? Like, what's the format?
That's the format. Is like a brief. I'm going to give a brief summary of what the different tracks are, right? What kind of different conversations we're going to have at the event. And then just Q&A.
So a little bit of priming the pump for the actual event itself. Sweet. Oh, and a big shout out to Hilal and House of Coffee just down the road here. And big shout out to Chris Eischen and Toledo Tech Law for having this cool space, these awesome lights that make at least me look a little bit prettier.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's questionable whether it did anything for me. But yeah, the other event we have coming up, it is not AI Collective related, but October 29th, OhioX is actually hosting a 90 AI event, they're calling it. And effectively, it's like 90 minutes of like lightning talk presentations of companies here in our region who have AI in production, right? Like these are the people you want to hear from, right? Like they're AI in the real world. Okay. So I think it'll be pretty interesting to attend as well.
And that is obviously Chris Berry is the head of that whole thing, and then Keith Instone, our local rep. I mean, he's more than our local.
He's more than our rep, yeah.
Local, guru tech.
He is.
Yeah. Thank you, Keith, for all your.
Yeah, he is the glue in our region right now, technically.
For sure.
And then, just look out for more events. We're going to be hosting a ton more events. In particular, if you're a developer, right, we're going to be having a ton of hackathons coming up. We have at least 2 to 3 of them planned between Toledo Codes and AI Collective. And then our goal is to really do these sort of these panel fireside chats like once a quarter. We'll figure out what the cadence is, but
because I think what we're talking about here is equal parts like talking and doing.
Yes.
Clarifying some of the misconceptions, talking about the opportunities, and then getting dirty, real world boots on the ground. How can you make stuff happen with AI to make your organization, whether it's a for-profit, nonprofit, you by yourself trying to make something happen? How can AI help you do that?
Yep, exactly. Yeah. Awesome. And that's really the goal. AI for everybody. How can we use it, break the hype, and bring it here to Toledo?
And that's what was really awesome about the kickoff event and having the diverse audience and also then the diverse panelists was hearing from multiple communities about the potential impact, right? Because sometimes we see things only through our lens.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it's important for us to get together and hear from other people, because the choices we make here might impact people in different ways. Yeah. And its potential here is huge.
I wholeheartedly agree. And I remember vividly, there was a moment where David Ross was talking about, I don't know if you heard that, but he was talking about the girl on the east side. I don't know if you heard. Do you remember that moment? Yeah. The 13-year-old girl was murdered by her father. They didn't hardly have any good pictures of her, so David used AI to generate a picture of her. And it's something, and I know Photoshop exists, right? But this technology enables anyone to do it, right?
Yeah.
Anyone can help it to create these things. But moreover, David used it to create this image of this girl, to create a beautiful image of her. And it's something I hadn't even thought of in terms of generative AI's capabilities. Mm-hmm. But it's just one example of many of how we can use it, whether it's social justice, art, whether it's in manufacturing, whether it's in your 9-to-5 job.
And I think the big thing I picked up from David's conversation and my conversation with Lewis when I did the podcast with him a few weeks ago was in my own experience as an instructor, teacher of tech, it's like we have to be really, really careful right now because the digital divide is going to exponentially widen because of this leap that we're having.
That's right.
We're making. So
yeah, we already have kids that are behind in the school system as it is. Now, if we can get folks to understand how to leverage this technology, like ChatGPT has the study and learn feature. I used it the other day to reteach myself calculus a little, derivatives in particular. And it was fantastic. Like it didn't tell me the answer. It just guided me to it.
Very cool.
And I'd love to have some integrate in some way with education in that way.
But that requires you having access to a computer.
It does. Right. There is a lot there. Yeah.
I just say, here's some AI, do some cool stuff.
True.
Which is what we're talking about here with this whole AI collective. It's right. Okay, this exists. You can hand it to me, but what can I even do with it?
But you got to have a $1,000 device to do it.
To use it. Right?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Sweet. So, awesome. The big thing that's coming up is this Great Lakes AI Week.
Yes.
That is, I think Tom Bush is heavily involved in making that happen with actual reality technologies.
That's right.
And obviously you're involved with actual reality as well.
That's right.
Tell me the story. What's going on with Great Lakes AI Week?
Yeah. So, Tom Bush and LaShawn Shaw, representing actual reality and powered AI, are on the host committee. Keith Instone is on the host committee. Toledo Codes is on the host committee. And effectively,
everybody forgets about me. I'm on the host committee.
Oh, you are?
Okay. You forgot about me. All good, dude. All good. I get to edit this, so
yeah.
Go for it.
November 4th through the 6th is going to be Great Lakes AI Week. We're going to have tracks around manufacturing, AI leadership, AI in education, and effectively, it's going to be a conference that breaks down some of these, some of these verticals into bespoke sessions, workshops, that kind of thing.
So, and just because It's still a little amorphous in my mind, even as a member of the host committee, which most things that are just starting out and kind of getting their sea legs are. My understanding is we're kicking off at BG. The events will primarily be at BG, but then we're activating other parts of the community as well for events to continue on during that week.
Yeah, that's right. There'll be some ancillary events around the whole week, right? The idea is to create an AI week and then have the Great Lakes AI week be a part of that, which technically it's only 3 days. So,
well, and that's where the rest of us in the community need to step up and do things.
That's right. I know Dr. Chang with UT plans on having some events there. That would be great. I plan on having some events here at the Tech Loft to do some kind of workshops, something related between AI Collective, Toledo Codes.
I think what I'm going to do that week is, so I'm faculty down at Defiance College teaching graphic design. I think my entire class that week will be talking about AI in design ethics and how to use some of these tools outside of just what's built into Adobe. I think that'd be a good use of that week.
Yeah, we're sure.
Again, you know me, boots on the ground.
Yeah, man,
doing stuff.
So, yeah, and maybe even teaching folks how to use Lovable and Bolt to practice their design chops to instantly get a prototype, right?
Yeah.
There's a ton of neat things you can do with it. And I hope to see the community, sort of creating more events around this as well, right? It can't just be us doing this, and there are a lot of people besides us who are. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I think it'll be fun. I'm also going to be doing a talk there myself.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, I think it'll be a fun week. We're going to have hopefully the largest AI conference in our region, but I suppose we'll see.
If not the largest, definitely the coolest.
That's right.
All right, Justin, is there anything else that we should cover before we hop off here?
Yeah, I do want to say I do have another event for Toledo Codes. October 18th, we're participating in Hacktoberfest. Hacktoberfest is put on by DigitalOcean. They're a provider for a cloud-based provider, and effectively through the whole month of October, they're hosting these Hacktoberfest events. We're going to be doing a hack day at the UT Business Incubator. It's going to be 6 hours from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. We're all going to jump on and work on one open source project. We're going to fix bugs, write some new features for it, and hopefully somebody goes, wait, why are all these people from University of Toledo or Toledo itself fixing all these bugs in this open source framework? And we get a little attention.
And to kind of compare it maybe to folks who aren't so technical to a real world event would be like 100 people showing up at the intersection and dancing, right? Just somehow somebody waving their arms, doing something in hand.
Well,
we're making that.
It'd be more like them cleaning up an area than it would be dancing. But yeah, I mean, not that dancing actually, not that dancing doesn't do something. I just want to make that clear.
I will not be dancing.
We have banned you.
That's fair. All right, everybody. Appreciate your time, Justin. I'll have to learn more about what's going on. Folks, we hope to see you at some of these AI Collective events and definitely out at Great Lakes AI Week happening in November. From me, Mike Vanderpool, Justin Beaudry. Be out there, be good to each other, and make it happen.